It's your boy Wiz Khalifa, man, and you're watching my exclusive interview on 106 KMEL TV.
Wiz Khalifa in the building.
It's the champagne pouring, big joint rolling, Bombay sipping.
Kicking off it with you, man. In fact, I won't even ask you about your style or clothes, man, because you seem to have a pretty different style that's out there. What do you kind of get your flavor from?
I just wear whatever's comfortable, you know what I'm saying, at the time. I like to just throw on whatever feels right. And then when I do shows and stuff like that, I want to, like, you know, kind of make a statement, something that's going to be, like, you know, in the Hall of Fame. You know, my outfits.
Real talk, real talk.
Yeah, so that's where it comes from.
So, today's show day, walk me through the Wiz Khalifa pregame. The pre-show.
Yeah, well, I do promo, do stuff like this. You know, gotta reach out to the people and people who support the records and spin the records. And I usually just chill. I got like a basketball hoop that we bring around with us. So I just got a studio bus today, so I'm gonna be recording a lot on the studio bus. And I just like really just get stoned until I drink tea like right before I go on it.
Okay. What's your Earl Grey tea or?
I don't even know, man. They just bring me some tea.
Bring me
like
some tea. Something hot. Limited lunch.
It might not even be real tea.
Hey, look at that. Bringing out fake tea to Wiz. So musically, man, who you feeling right now other than yourself, probably, but who's in your high five?
It's definitely Big Sean.
No doubt.
I'm really big.
Come on, round of applause to Big Sean.
I got artists that I work with too. My man Chevy, I'm bringing him out. Nico's coming out. Mac Miller,
Right.
new dude from Pittsburgh. Yeah.
That's what's happening.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go to the other side of things a bit. Everybody always asking. I got a couple of calls and everybody's asking. I'm reading y'all minds. I'm sure you're probably tired of talking about it. Or are you tired of talking about Amber Rose and what it's like to have a relationship that's pretty highly publicized?
It's not. I'm not tired of talking about it. You know, it's a lot. It's intriguing to a lot of people. You know, because it's new, and I think that there's going to be a point where it's just going to be like, okay, that's the norm. You know, so I'm not really tired of it. It's getting to the point where it's just going to be the norm. So I'm riding with it.
Right. So is it official? The engagement, y'all?
No, well, we didn't get engaged yet.
Okay. That's what I read. Did y'all read it? I read. I'm like, hey, okay.
No, we're not engaged, and she's not pregnant. So, nah, those are just the rumors.
Right. So are there really some disadvantages though from having such a out front relationship though that you
I really don't.
You just
I really
embrace
don't
it. Like,
yeah, we embrace
it. It's what it is. You know, we going with it.
There will be, you know, if it wasn't this type of, you know, quote unquote problem, there would be another problem. You know what I'm saying? So we just deal with it, and we're two, you know, working individuals who support each other and love each other, and that's all that really matters in the end.
Look at that, man. We is in love, y'all. Come on, man.
Oh, this is my baby, y'all.
So, man, I'm sorry, man. Is this the watch, man? Everybody talking about?
This is my watch, man.
No, like, is this the watch, man?
Nobody, like, she has her own watch, and I have my own watch. You know what I'm saying?
So is like the word Kanye a bad word at all? Is that?
Nah,
okay.
I'm straight with Kanye.
Okay, so if you would help us, man, because I read it, the whole Coachella piece. That if you don't mind.
Was fake. That was fake. The whole thing about the watch is fake. Her being pregnant is fake. Yeah, all that stuff is fake. Like, people just make stuff up, and then it turns into like the news. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's just like so beyond me how people could be like even just make it up. Like, I don't even understand the whole watch thing, because it was like, you know, I got songs where I'm talking about like I bought me a Rolex, and like, my whole thing is like, and then you see her from years back with her watch, and then you see me with my watch. But then just because some media outlet was like, yo, boom, boom, bam, this is the story, then that's kind of how it just built around. But it is what it is, you know. That's what's up. Yeah. Movie with Snoop coming? Yeah. Movie with Snoop. It's called High School. It's a really fun movie. It just gives us an opportunity to not only just show, you know, our relationship in the game, but just show, you know, what we're doing moving on in the future with this. Like, people are going to see that and know that it's not just that. You know what I'm saying? So like, these dudes are going to be doing this for a minute. Right.
We got time for a couple questions if we do. I got a good question I asked a little bit earlier. What you got in the front, man?
How do you explain your rise so quickly through the ranks? to get to where you are now?
I think it really just comes from putting in a lot of work and not getting noticed for a long time. I could date back, well, I'm 23 now, so my first mixtape I dropped when I was 16. And like, even then, you know, like I was thinking, like, yo, I'm up there with some of the best dudes, and I would compare my music to them because I never competed on the level of, you know what I'm saying, my level. I competed with the best of the best. And I got looked over and I got looked past so long. And then I think when my music started to catch on, people felt how honed and how, you know, put together the sound was. It didn't sound like anything that was just coming out of anywhere. Like I knew about myself when I came out. So when it hit, it just hit. I think that's what, you know, attributed to that.
Yes,
I
right.
have two questions. My first one is, are you a practicing Muslim?
No, I'm not.
No, you're not?
No.
And then I was also going to ask, how did you feel when you did your interview with Rolling Stone in 07?
It felt great. It was awesome. You know, I just like to just chill and just take everything as what it is, and then see what happens later. So kind of.
Is it exciting now looking back at that interview?
Yeah, it's always exciting looking back at the whole process. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing where I was a year ago as opposed to right now. You know what I'm saying? And knowing the hard work that goes into it and what I have to do to keep building. Yeah.
It never stops.
Nope, never stops. Every day. Every day is a work day.
We got a question in the front right here.
You.
How long are you today?
Okay, she's trying to get the after party. All right, we know you'll get a better question for Wiz Khalifa. What's going on after the show?
Y'all are crazy.
Nah, I'm just playing. I'm sure that came from a very genuine place, I'm sure. It's all good. Any other great questions for Wiz? Right, what you got?
Put out your next mixtape.
I don't know. And I don't even plan on informing people, you know? Yeah, I'm really, really focused on the album and exercising that, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot that goes with the album. There's a lot of great songs that the world needs to be able to sing before I just, you know, go on to another mixtape and start working on another project. But there's always gonna be free stuff in between, so don't worry.
So can I get the free music, please?
Yeah, right?
Right, already. How about back here?
What is your favorite song on the album?
Probably The Race and Rooftops. Those are two of my favorites. But the whole album, you know, it's got significance. You just gotta find it. What's your favorite song?
Probably The Race too.
You do? Cool.
She's a fan.
We got something in common.
All right, last question right here in the front. You okay? You change your mind?
I forgot what I was going to ask. I'm on my left.
Oh, clearly stuff. It's all right. How about right here?
What was one of your first tattoos?
It's on my left arm right here. It's like the first group that I was in. Yeah. I got it when I was 16.
Going back. All right, that's what's happening. Come on, y'all give a round of applause for Wiz Khalifa.
Say, Joe. It's the champagne pouring, big joint rolling, Bombay sipping, no blunt smoking, bad bitch getting.